Hello YouTube, Sp4zie coming right at you with a different type of video. It's quite exciting. I've got some new stuff to talk to you guys about. We're talking TFT, we're talking the fact that Riot has allowed a bunch of YouTubers and streamers, including the dead ones, to release some new information about some new exciting things about the game. I'm gonna make this video fairly short and sweet, so let's just dive into it. The idea is that you have to go to all these different people to see all the cool new things that are coming out for TFT. And so let's just dive right into it. I'm gonna present to you the MAGE. This is one of the new classes. You could probably think of it as a replacement of the sorcerer that we have currently. After casting a spell, mages have a chance to double cast. 3 of them 50% chance, 6 of them 100% chance. So if you get 6 mages on the field, you're guaranteed to cast all your spells twice. Obviously quite cool. I like it. I think it just makes it more visceral than this sort of like sorcerers we have now. And the big question straight out of the gate is Aurelia's Soul gonna be a mage or is he not? It's gonna be quite nutty indeed to just see that spell go off twice. But yeah, I mean, in the end, it's kind of like this, a very similar result as with the Sorks, because it's about dealing more damage with spells. But I think this is a nice sort of more visual touch to it, where you just cast all the spells twice. And indeed, if you have low mana cost units, this is going to be quite nutty, but we'll have to wait and see if we do. I also now had the privilege to present to you a 1 cost, a 2 cost, and a 3 cost mage. So let's start with the 1 cost straight away. It's Vladimir. He is an ocean mage. He's a 1 cost. His ability is his Q, the Drain. Vladimir damages a target enemy, healing himself for the damage dealt. So potentially a cheap frontline you could run in a mage comp. If you give him some HP, maybe he'll soak some damage. Obviously, we don't know how fast he's going to cast this, how small his mana pool is, but he can, of course, chain this ability twice. So if he is really low HP and there's no anti-healing, he could potentially maybe drain his whole life back if he gets that double proc. So really interesting. The 2 cost is Syndra. Syndra is also an ocean mage. Okay, so the skins are matching there. Hydrosphere, her Q as well. Syndra conjures a hydrosphere at target location that damages enemies. So only going off of the information that we get from League of Legends, the original game, these are fairly low cost spells, and maybe these are sort of like the mages that will give you the continuous damage instead of the one huge burst. I mean, I'm just thinking that both Vladimir and Syndra are gonna be able to cast their spells quite frequently, and if they do get the double proc, that's gonna be a lot of damage. I assume the Syndra Q will probably be AoE as well. Obviously, we're gonna have to wait and see how much damage it does, etc. But yeah, really interesting stuff. And let's round it all off with a 3 cost. The 3 cost is none other than Veigar. A little disappointing, is not a new champion, but Veigar is going from a Yordle to a Shadow and is going for a Sorcerer to a Mage. Okay, their primordial burst is still the same. Blasted enemy with magical energy, dealing damage, instantly kills enemies at lower star level than Veigar. So about the same thing there. Obviously, the only difference here is that he's now a Mage, so he can cast that twice. Question is, if he fires it at someone who is lower level than him, is he then going to retarget? I imagine that he does, and then obviously he'll be way more effective as a mage than he was as a sorcerer, only dealing extra damage on that 1 Q instead of just chaining 2 of them instantaneously. Now, before I let you guys go today, I thought that it would be interesting to take a look at the footage that we got to see from the Riot 10 event. We got some TFT footage here, obviously. Straight out of the bat, we can see that Thresh probably got to be an ocean unit. Nautilus makes a lot of sense as well, and there's Vladimir and Syndra there. So we got 4 oceans in this comp already. If you go on social media and search for hashtag Rise of the Elements, you'll be able to probably find, by the time you're watching this, someone else posting about the ocean origin, giving you the idea of what they're doing. But let's just, I've got you guys here anyways, let's just run through the footage here. You can see that Thresh is about to ult straight away, so we can immediately see that his ability is to throw out the lantern, and he then grants a shield to both Vladimir and to Nautilus here. So Thresh playing a supportive role. His ability is to shield, it's not going to be to hook, it's not going to be anything like that. And if we wind back the footage a little bit, we can see that Nautilus is also about to use his ability, and his ability is actually going to be his ultimate from the game. Here it goes, and it lands on Vayne, so probably the furthest away target. It comes in and it smacks her up in the air. Now notably, it doesn't go through these units. At least it doesn't with the CC, so it's probably just going to be something that appears from the ground without disrupting the whole battlefield. And if we go back again, we can take a look at Vladimir here, who's also about to use his ability. So it gets really low because everyone is focusing him, and then he instantly gets a crap ton of mana, by the way. And he gets saved by the Thresh shield. But then he procs. Boom. That's a big freaking heal, guys, from his ability. So is that a 1? Does it happen once or does it happen twice? That's the question. Doesn't look like it happens more than once. No, yep, there it is again. I can't think of another way he's healing there. So I assume that's his Q going off twice. instantly replenishing his health. There was quite a lot of delay, so I guess there's a little bit of a delay to the dual cast that we're seeing there, but that should be the mage passive in action right there. Finally, if we take a look at Syndra, she is also about to ult here, and you can see that the first sphere is going to come out right here. It's going to hit the Renekton, deal some damage, and then there's a pause. And then her mana is instantly refilled. I assume this is a technical point, and who knows, it's work in progress. This might change, it might not actually do it like this, but her mana is instantly replenished, and she casts again right over here. And she does hit both of those units, which is really nice. Now, does she apply the anti-healing there, or is that from Aurelia's soul? Let's double check. No, that's from Azul. Yeah, because afterwards the sphere hits. Okay, okay. And a final note when we're looking at this footage is that we can see that Azul is in the game, and since he's run in this comp, I assume he'll be a mage. But judging from the skin, he's probably not gonna be an ocean mage, so there's that at least. But yeah, that's all the information I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm told all of this is gonna hit the PBE very soon. You can expect me to stream it over on twitch.tv/Spazzy with a 4 instead of a day if you want to see that footage. And usually when things comes out on the PBE, we'll see it on live within 2 weeks. So that would be my estimation. This is not official information, but do with that as you want. But that's it for this video. Click here to subscribe. Click here to watch the weekly highlight video where I play Legends of Runeterra, the new card game from Rito Games. And as always, catch me live almost every day over at twitch.tv/Spazzy. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm out. Dudes!